the line right there. Bases are loaded and there's nobody out. It's 0-0 in the 6th inning, and a walk, a hit by pitch, a base hit, even a sac fly right there just puts the momentum in their dugout. And for him to get out of that jam with no run scored, bases loaded, nobody out, and not to give up any runs to that lineup, that's a big deal, and that translated into our dugout. The energy went into our dugout. We scored 3 runs. That Coach Daly did a great job. We pinch run Buddy Floyd. Then we're able to get a squeeze in. Shane Rogers gets it done, and then Parks Arbor has a great at bat and drives in too. And that really brought the energy back to the dugout. It's 3-0. We've got all the momentum. And then Jack Allen did a great job. It was a little bit dicey. He walked a couple guys, but that's what Jack does. We talked about that the other night, that, Jack he's tough to hit because you can't dig in. It might be under your chin. It might be on the outside black, and it's 93 miles an hour. So I thought his breaking ball was really good tonight. And once he settled in, he got better. He was better in the 9th than he was in the 7th.
You get a 7-5-2 double play there in that 1 inning as well.
Yeah, you don't see that very often. It reminded me a little bit of that Arkansas, except for we didn't have the relay throw in the Arkansas game. Keegan McGovern to end the game, but same kind of deal. Short, shallow fly ball. We get it in, make great relay throw. Mac throws the ball a little bit offline. Fernando made a great play at home plate. So all the way around, defense was great. Pitching did their job. We had some timely hits. We grinded it out. It was a really good win.
The at-bats the last 3 games have obviously been pretty good. Kind of what are you seeing there?
Yeah, I think our guys have really been focused. And, they took last weekend personally a little bit. We challenged them. They challenged each other. We've got a veteran group. We've talked about that over and over. Veteran groups shouldn't be overwhelmed. They shouldn't ever be bullied by anybody. And we've let that happen a couple times this year. So, I thought we put our foot down tonight. There's no way that's going to happen. We were dead set on trying to win this series tonight, and found a way to do it.
What was the point you were trying to make on the dead ball play right there?
It was more emotion than anything. I was just angry, to be honest with you. Just a really tough break. That's the rule. If it hits an umpire in front of the infielders, regardless, it's a dead ball. And now if it hits an umpire down the lines and he's behind the fielders, then you stop it and everybody moves up one. But when the umpire's in front of the infielders and the ball hits it, you think about the second baseman who was in line to make that play, you can't just let it go and everybody moves up. Even though everyone knows it was a single up the middle. I was ticked off. It was just a really bad break. Sproat was locked in. I didn't know if we were going to be able, I'm throwing 100 miles an hour. It just was unsure if we're going to be able to break through. And right there, we get a hit. We're gonna go up 1-0, and hits the umpire. And that's my fault for letting my emotions get the best of me. The ball came 100 miles an hour off that bat, and it clipped him in the foot. He tried to get out of the way, but I let my emotions get the best of me. And then at home plate, I just was fighting for our guys. It shouldn't happen. I don't want that to happen again. The punishment for me is having to watch it on the monitor in there, and it's awful. It's brutal. I'm pacing. I'm yelling. I'm almost throwing. It's really tough to be by yourself with nothing you can do about it. And so I won't let that happen again. I let the emotions get the best of me. The guys picked me up.
Park said it kind of fired everybody up, though, when that happened.
Well, if it did, it did. I think the last time I got ejected was against Florida, maybe 6 years ago.
I say it's been a while, hasn't it?
I think it's been 6. I mean, I have to look. I can't remember the last time I was ejected. And it's been a long time, and I actually was suspended after that ejection because it was my second one of the year, and I watched it from the parking deck in center field, and that was awful too. So don't want to do that again. That was my fault. My emotions getting the best of me. I was fired up. I'm glad it fired the guys up, but just some emotions.
What about tomorrow? I heard you say a while ago, kind of a Johnny Holstaff.
It's going to be Johnny Holstaff. We haven't said who's going to pitch yet. But a number of guys, well, whoever starts, we're hoping it's the open start. Maybe an inning, maybe 2, and if he's locked in, maybe 3. We haven't named it yet, but plenty of guys that can do it. We've got a lot of arms ready to go, and trying to sweep, and we got an opportunity to do it. I think we'll have a great crowd tomorrow, Alumni Day, honoring our alumni here tomorrow, so should be a lot of fun.
One last question: how did Liam's throwing session go today?
Really good, very encouraging. He threw 2 innings today, and very encouraged by what we saw. So you wait and see how he feels tomorrow, but his body language is good. Again, when I look at pitchers, I look at their body language and I listen to what's coming out of their mouth. And when they say "I feel okay," that's not a good sign. Coach, feel great, feel really good. And he was laughing and joking around afterwards. So really encouraged by what we saw. He threw two full innings, about 35 to 40 pitches, and the velocity was back. Looked really good.